Hi guys, it's Andy Ninja 1979, another GTA 5 instructional channel video. Today we're going to be looking at the X80 Proto, and I've got my mate Dylan with me.
Hello, I'm Devel 3703, aka FMXF21, if you'd like.
And we're going to take this X80 Proto for a spin, and of course then we're going to look at the how it compares against the car, the Pariah, as we do with everything else. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about it as Dylan's driving it around, and then Dylan's going to take over and go through all the handling and other bits and options for it with you. Nearly throwing me out the car. So it's going to cost, I mean, this starts priced at around $2.7 million. But it's actually the first of the hypercars to be based on an actual concept car itself. So, and that was the Ferrari F80. And yeah, I really like it. It's my favourite car in the game because I just love the look of it. To me, it's just absolutely stunning vehicle. And of course, it's in my custom yellow and black design. Over to you, Dylan. What do you think?
It is a very, very stylish car. I love the sound of it. As you said, it is based off of one of the hypercars, which was the Ferrari. What was it?
It was actually a concept car itself, so it actually never actually made it out. So it was the Ferrari F80. So
that's why it's called the X80 in the game, right? So they've got a bit of a link, and my comment on the price is this used to be the most expensive car in the game. I brought this thinking because it's the most expensive, it was going to be the fastest vehicle in the game, which I was definitely mistaken. It is not the fastest, but if you're looking with something for a really nice colorway, something that goes nice with the different secondary, as you can see from all the yellow bits, if you have a nice color or you like your crew color, I would definitely go with this car for the look. As for the speed, however, I wouldn't go for it if you're looking for a fast car, because obviously the Pariah is the #1 if you're looking for speed. But one thing I do love about this car is I love the handling, and one thing that really stands out is the back. There's no like back end on the wheels, and it just looks really flush with the bottom spoiler and the top spoiler and the skirts. It looks amazing. As we say, it was 2.875 mil, was it?
No, it's a little bit cheaper than that, 2.7. But I mean, that's just the basic model of it as well. So don't forget, this car has been hyped to the max. Yeah.
This car with upgrades is going to cost you around 3.2 million to max it out completely. So we'll do a bit of a drag test against the Pariah, see how it does, and we'll see, and then we'll work through the track, if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, people have said, you know, we should be testing it around, racing around corners, because where they were saying the Pariah is definitely the fastest. However, against other vehicles round corners, it really needs to give it a sort of better test. The trouble is, you know, we're not equal drivers. Dylan's much better than I am, so that's why he does the test of the cars. And but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Let's do this drag treat.
Just one thing before we start the drag. I'd like to add something with drag races. The Pariah isn't actually the fastest in a straight line over a long distance. With a distance where like the airport, it's the fastest. But over a long distance, if it's over like 3 miles or something like that, the Pariah 811 is actually being found out to be the fastest car in the game, which it reaches its top speed. Because the top speed is actually higher than Pariah, but it takes a lot of time to get up to the top speed. So okay. we'll get into this drag race on your count, Andy.
Yeah, I mean, just before we do that, I mean, so what we're saying, I mean, there's not enough straights in the game, is there, to get 3 mile straights, which is
that's what you need custom maps for, and I will actually go out and build one, and we will start testing cars on there. But the only problem with that is the Pariahs are sports, and we're testing some supercars. So we can't do them both at the same time. I'll probably buy like the 811 and test it over a long distance with that car, and that will be the benchmark for the supers. But for now, whilst we're on the airport, the benchmark is definitely the Pariah.
Excellent. Okay, so we're going to do this drag race, and let's see what happens. Where's that? 3, 2, 1, go. So I got the bit of the edge there. The acceleration goes to me, but it's not gonna. We have a feeling it ain't gonna stay that far, that long. And here it goes. Cheeky little
As you can see from the back of the Pariah, the tail lights look very nice.
So, I mean, this is where we're going to sort of test the cars out the most. You can get him around this track, and I've left Dylan behind because he didn't realise I was going to do it. So,
yes, I didn't know we were doing the track. So don't worry, I will catch up. But the X80 Proto handling is very nice around the corner. I quite like this end of the airport where you've got the cut through and the curve.
I find it hard enough to stay on the straights, let alone all that. So there he is.
Fun. I nearly spun out.
Yeah, I mean, I really love the car. Once you said it's the noise. I mean, I think the most disappointing noise for the hypercars has got to be the Tesseract, because it's an electric car. So I think, you know, in realistic terms, that actually lets the vehicle down. In my view.
With electric cars, one thing I would add, with the electric sound, yes, I don't like it as much, but the cars, the acceleration on electric cars, my god, they will take off in a heartbeat. One electric car I would recommend to anyone that is buying it, and we will test it. It's called it's another Pisvet, and it's actually a 4-door, and it is the best 4-door in the game. It's called the it's very nice, Andy. It won't work for very long once you take it on the corner. But it is actually called, I'll find the name in a minute. But it's, as I say, it's a 4-door.
Oh, you got me.
It's very fast. I will have a look for that now.
So this is where I catch Dylan up, because he's obviously sitting there.
This car is called the Pisvet Neon.
Oh, okay.
And it's 1.6 million, I think. It's a good investment if you're looking for a car to get your friends around. But if you're not into the sound of electric cars, then just don't put your headphones on or mute your TV.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, this is, you know, one of the most expensive cars in the game, the X80 Pro. I absolutely love it, and for me, it's probably my most favourite vehicle in terms of hypercars. I mean, I like the military vehicles as well. We'll do some of those sort of tests with the APC, which I've got 2 of them basically in my garage. But yeah, this is my favourite hypercar, and it's purely because, literally because of how it looks, and you can see the suspension.
Yeah, I love the suspension look through the front. As I say, the only downside for that car is the first-person view out the mirror, out the windshield even. One thing that I will add about vehicles we will be testing all the NOCs, we'll be doing reviews on the Avenger, the Mobile Operations Centre and the Terabyte, and all other vehicles like that, and we'll be going into as much depth as to what vehicles you can put inside. And if we do that, we can also add another review on the vehicle that gets put inside. We can do all the extra, like such as the Terabyte. That's what you need to upgrade the oppressor, and without it you can't make any upgrades. So we will be doing some reviews on that, and as soon as they're out on offer, that's when the videos will more than likely come out, because that will warm people to go and buy them if they'd like.
The other thing as well, what you know, we've been asked to do, and I have especially, is to teach people how to deal with the oppressors, because the oppressor Mark II are like fucking wasps, aren't they? Really, I mean, people using them for things. So we'll do some instructional videos on how you take them out. On the last DLC update, talking about the oppressor, I mean, it was hard to target them, but. Anyway, so we'll go back to the X80 Proto, because obviously that's what we're testing. Thanks very much for watching us on this video. Keep your eyes out for our future videos that will be coming very, very soon. And don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share buttons everywhere. Retweet absolutely everything. And, of course, the bell icon. And we'll see you again soon. Ciao. Ciao for now.